Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. That's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. ZipRecruiter.com/zip.
Every team, every topic, everywhere. This is Believe.
What's up, hockey think tankers? Welcome to another Wednesday episode sponsored by Skate Tech. In case you didn't know, Skate Tech skate sharpening and equipment repair brings you NHL quality service at an affordable retail price. With over 23 years of sharpening equipment customizing experience, Skate Tech serves as your personal equipment manager, providing the highest quality skate sharpening, blade profiling, team uniforms, and equipment alterations available on the market today. Let Skate Tech help you take your on-ice performance to the next level with the edge the pros trust. Check them out at skatetechsharpening.com.
What's up, everybody? It's Toph and Jeff, another Wednesday short shifts. We are so excited to have you today, whether we are in your headphones, whether we are in your car stereo, whatever it may be. We are going to have a lot of fun over the next 10 minutes. Jeffrey J. Hulavecchio has no idea what the topic is going to be today. And with that, should he choose to get on this magic carpet ride with me as my co-pilot, we are going to have some fun. Vex, you ready to go?
Hit me.
All right, here we go. So World Juniors just happened, and the Olympics are coming up in a couple months here. And so there's obviously going to be a lot of talent out on the ice. There's a couple countries more talented than others, whatever it may be. But what I want to talk about here today is how to beat a really, really skilled hockey team. What do you do as a coach, as far as your tactics, as far as your motivation, as far as whatever, right? To like, you're playing against a team who is superior in talent than your team. What's the messaging? What's the tactics? Do you do anything differently? Do you play it as usual? I want to talk about getting your players ready to play against a highly, highly skilled hockey team and how you beat them. Go.
Ooh, psychology, man. I'd be using psychology. I would be doing the Herb Brooks. We are the underdogs. No one expects us to win. The only people that think we can win this game are the guys in this locker room. We are going to band together and we are going to find a way. And that starts with every one-on-one battle all over the ice. I don't care if we're talking about a face-off, if you're a winger and you need to hold up, if you're a center and you need to win the draw. We need every single guy to win their one-on-one battles, shift in and shift out. We're going to give ourselves a chance to win this game at the end of the 60 minutes. And I'd be coming from like positioning us as the underdog and nobody believes in us. So we need to band together and fight the world. For me personally, that would be my messaging to the team. And then we'd be having to attack it on the bench, continuing those messages and those themes and things like that on the bench, in the locker room, between periods, practice leading up to the game, stuff like that.
Love it. Absolutely love it. I was just actually, I didn't have this plan to talk about it, but as you were talking, it triggered something in my head. And that was, I had the ability to coach against Michigan 4 times in my coaching career. And then obviously got the opportunity to work at Michigan, and as an opposing coach against Michigan, 4-0 in those 4 games, 2 at Miami and 2 when I was at Cornell. And I actually talked to the players about this, at some point throughout the year. And I told them, look, we were 4-0 against Michigan. And this is what our pre-scout was, right? Our pre-scout was stay above. our pre-scout was highly competitive, and just frustrate them. We're not going to beat them in the first period, but we can beat them in the second and the third period. Why? Because they're a really talented team. They want to play offense. They want to get up in the rush. They want to play in transition. But we had to stay above them. We had to be tight with our gaps. We had to be really, really hard to play against. And then what happens with that? Then you got a lot of really talented players who get really, really frustrated. And then when they get really, really frustrated, they start doing things on their own. And then they start complaining to their teammates and they're getting pissed off at each other and things like that. And like, that was it. That was the game plan. It was get them to turn on each other. Right? Like, just get them to turn on it. Be so hard to play against, be so disciplined in our structure, and give them no ice. Talented teams, what do they want? They want time and space. Take it away from them. Be hard to play against, be above, be on the defensive side of the puck, track as hard as you can, right? Like, and with that, like, I think that's why a big part of why we beat them 4 times out of 4. And so, like, the message to our players was like, look, this is how other teams are going to play us. We are one of the most talented teams in the country. This is how they're going to play us. So when that happens, we have to have a great culture. We cannot turn on each other. We got to continue to stick with our identity. We got to continue to stick with our structure and the way that we play offensively, right? Like, we got to be and play to our identity. And don't waver for it and think that we can all do it ourselves because we're really, really talented. And I think the guys bought into it, right? So like that would be one of my things is like, yeah, it's got to be a team effort to beat a highly skilled, highly talented team. Give them, it's like that line from 300, give them nothing and take from them everything. So it's like, give them nothing and like play really well, sound defensive, habitual hockey, and then with that, take from them like their soul, because that's what they want to do. They want to play offense. That's why they're talented, and that's what. It's all identity, man, and just get them frustrated. Just frustrate them.
I love that. It reminds me of the Mortal Kombat movie. Your soul is mine. I don't know if you remember that, but I don't. I loved that movie. I think my 7th grade birthday party, I took all my friends to see Mortal Kombat. But anyways, I digress. It's funny that you brought up that Michigan story, because I think it was my sophomore year. I was in the CCHA. Michigan was a CCHA team. We played them 4 times a year, every single year. They were a wagon when I was in college hockey. Unfreaking TJ Hensick, Porter, I mean, just everybody. They were so Hunwick. They were so freaking gross. We hadn't won. Western Michigan had not won a game at Yost in Michigan in like 12 years or something. So we were going into Yost playing Friday night. So the week of practice leading up to Friday night playing in Yost, our coach, Jim Gulhane, played the Michigan fight song at full blast, all practice, every practice, all week long. We wound up winning the game. The only time Western had won in like 12 years at Yost. And, the messaging all week was like, we're obviously the underdogs. They're this skilled, all these drafted players, yada, yada, yada. We need to do whatever it takes. And that fight song was so effing loud at Lawson all week long. We all hated it. We didn't want to hear it. And come Friday night, we barely heard it, and we won the game the first time in Yost for Western Michigan in over a decade. So, we had to do exactly what we're talking about right now. We had to take their soul. We didn't let them play the cute, skilled game that they were used to playing. We were on them like white on rice, baby.
Jeez. White on rice, there you go.
Right. I don't even know what that means, but we were on them.
It's sticky, maybe. Yeah.
I guess.
Yeah. I just think like, it just has to be team. It has to be team, and make them individuals. If you're a team and they're a bunch of individuals, you're going to put yourself in a pretty good position to win a hockey game at the end of the day. And that takes some buy-in, that takes some sacrifice, that takes some getting rid of your ego a little bit, and really playing the right way. And you got to do it for 60 minutes too, because if you let up at all, like they're that talented, right? Where some of these teams, they can just pile it on and you give them an inch, they're going to take a mile. These really, really talented teams. And so it's a full, consistent 60-minute effort from everybody playing the right way, playing as a team. And going into it, yeah, I think I think the underdog mentality certainly is one to play up at different times, but it can't be so much where like you're almost like, because I've seen coaches do this where they play that underdog mentality so much that the guys are kind of like, do you think we're not good at hockey?
Yeah. You can't use it every game. Definitely not. Because if you're winning those games, you stop being the underdog.
Yeah. And the other thing too is like, if at the older ages, like if you're showing video, when you're pre-scout of some of these teams, it's being honest. Hey, these people are really talented and really skilled, but also showing clips of other teams doing the things that you want your team to do and having success. So look at how they were above them here and force them to turn the puck over. Boom. Show them having bad body language, on the bench or on the ice, when something happens. And that's what we got to try. We got to take their soul away from them, like you said. So you can do some stuff in the pre-scout to really Jedi mind trick. And by that, I just mean really be honest. But it's you got to have a belief going in that you're going to win. You can't just leave it to chance in your messaging.
Have to take from them everything.
All right, guys, 10 minutes. Time's up. Share the show. Thank you.
Finding great candidates to hire can be like, well, trying to find a needle in a haystack. Sure, you can post your job to some job board, but then all you can do is hope the right person comes along. Which is why you should try ZipRecruiter for free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. ZipRecruiter doesn't depend on candidates finding you. It finds them for you. Its powerful technology identifies people with the right experience and actively invites them to apply to your job. You get qualified candidates fast. So while other companies might deliver a lot of hay, ZipRecruiter finds you what you're looking for. The needle in the haystack.
See why 4 out of 5 employers who post a job on ZipRecruiter get a quality candidate within the first day. ZipRecruiter, the smartest way to hire. And right now, you can try ZipRecruiter for free. That's right, free at ZipRecruiter.com/zip. That's ZipRecruiter.com/zip. ZipRecruiter.com/zip.
If you like the show, please take a moment to rate, review, and subscribe. It really does help the show to grow. Thank you for listening.